And I could do it today and like have a relax and whatever, but that would mean like not even stream today, not even go out today, waste one day of being here. And I invested, the last money that I have for travels now, so I'm gonna wait one day and do it there. What medicines are you taking? It's called Ibalgin. Ibalgin, or Ibelgin, if you say it in English. But if you Google it, it's for like a headache and toothache and stuff like that. It helps a little bit, but it's not overly as effective. It's not overly as effective as, like it can help a little bit, but it's not gonna cure you, right? Maybe a big huge chat crowd. Maybe it's a big huge chat crowd. We have been raided by RTL, Ride a Line, from London, cyclist, streamer, and a good friend, streamer friend. Baby, nice to see you here. How are you doing? How you managed to catch some nice sunrise today, perhaps? Yeah, I'm walking a little bit with the tooth pain today. It was at the beginning, it was headache, and now it turned into slightly less headache but more tooth pain, and my face is getting swollen. It's the same tooth like last time I had an issue with, so I love watching him every morning. Yeah, it's quite cozy. He always has something interesting to show, and he is like not really planning on it much. He just goes and like the content just finds himself, I would say, right? It's like very nice unplanned cycling streams, and like something always happens along the way. There is a metro station here. There is a McDonald's. Sorry, your tooth is hurting. Yeah, it is a little bit of a unfortunate situation, but I decided I have to get through it today because, this is my only possible chance to travel. And when I would go to dentist, I don't even stream, I don't even see the town or anything, right? I can do it tomorrow and not lose so much money for accommodation and flight and everything for that one day that I didn't use. And after this I will be working, so it's gonna be harder to stream, especially harder to stream longer streams. I still wanna keep the 3 streams in a week, at least. Yeah, welcome in everybody. So we are sort of getting into a nice area. It's quite busy here. Quite a lot of people walking. It's a busy street with shops and everything. And we're gonna get through this and get to the other part where there is a guy playing on a, well, not playing right now. Should I wait? Let's wait a little bit, maybe the gate is gonna be right side. Fred, nice to see you. Yeah, now I have like really swollen face, guys. Can you maybe see it here? Yeah, I cannot see anything with my eye down because it's in the way. I think you can see that it's like swollen again. It is literally how it was the last time. Žabka number 3 on the other side. I'm familiar with Ibalgin. In the US it's called ibuprofen. Basically that, yeah. If you are able to reach your doctor, she will probably tell you can alternate with paracetamol. Yeah, if the tooth pain is severe. Yeah, it's not as severe. I feel like I'm just gonna have this here and there, like once, twice a day. And I'm with the dentist anyways, like tomorrow at this time. Well, at this time already, I'm already finished. So I feel like, you know, I don't want to overdo it with the painkillers or something, like alternate and stuff like that. I did try already. I did have like 1, 2 in the morning, then I had in the morning before I went to the stream, and now I had another one. So this is already the third one, sort of in a day. So I don't want to overdo it when it's not needed. Who knows how the night is gonna be? It was not the best night today. I woke up 2 in the morning on the well, not toothache, but I had a headache first, and then I woke up in the morning with the severe toothache as well. If the problem with tooth needs to check the little dentist, so they also have a little person day. Sabi, nice to see you. Here come the LKW Admiral Falter. Admiral Falter is waiting with 12 people. Guys, sorry, he didn't play the sound again. I don't know what it is. Stream Elements is sometimes not playing sounds for the raid. Admiral Falter, thank you so much for raiding me 2 days in a row. Yesterday you raided me as well. I actually mixed you up with Krankentransporte. But who doesn't know Admiral Falter is streaming in Germany, or like he's basically driver of truck in Germany. So if you wanna see a little bit of that vibe and travel around Germany and Autobahn and stuff like that, you can see that on his streams. It's possible to go this way to the newer park, but I will just go through here. What is curious is that you have a headache. You say this feels like you are getting cold. Yeah, sort of. When I like stand up for a little bit, I can still feel like I'm sweating a little bit. My nose is like sometimes full. So it is really like strange. I said hi to the Dutch friends. Hi to the Dutch friends. Wait, did I say Dutch friends? I take it back. Nobody saw that. Hi to the French friends. Shout out to recharging. Right. We have to delete that from the memory. It was sideways. It is not my fault. It was sort of sideways. Maka Waka is here. Susan likes cakes is here. Susan, I don't think we're gonna get a cake today. I would even go. There is lots of places, but with my tooth, I'm trying to avoid anything now. And I'm gonna just eat some soups until tomorrow, where I have the dentist appointment. And I didn't want to go today, like for emergency or something. I could have, but it just, you know, I wouldn't really feel like that's the way to do it, right? I would literally just lose my last day in Poland. And why to lose it when I can like walk around one day more and then go to the dentist? A trap to get me out of working. Marian and Mary, nice to see you here. Nag still here. Yeah, Makawaka's Nag is here. Strider is here. Yeah, stream elements here and there. It does work here and there. It doesn't work. So I don't know what it is. It just happens. It just happens. So yeah, I'm trying not to eat anything at the moment. And when I'm gonna be hungry, I'm gonna just go for some soup, because, you know, like something that I don't have to chew on, right? Something that I don't have to chew on. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm quite happy that we get weather as we get today. I was expecting rainy, cold weather. It is cold, but it's not rainy. And it is even like a little bit of sun happening. medieval dentist, the best option. Wait, what does it mean, medieval dentist? You would literally just put a string around your tooth and quickly close the door, quickly shut the door. How it was done in the old days. I actually never seen anybody did it. I mean, to do it, right? I have never seen anybody to actually do it to their kids or something. Like how to extract the tooth. Żabka counter 4, by the looks of it. Was about going to say about the string on the door. Yeah, exactly. String on the door, but other than in like animated fairy tales and films, I have not seen it like nobody told me from my surrounding that they actually did it that way. Right. There's maybe a little bit of a street here onto the left. Debbie, nice to see you here. Everybody nice to see you here, lurking, having a good time. It looks like there is a little bit of an old street to the left, so maybe we can have a lurk and then we go here to the right, which leads to the new town, to the skyscrapers. And we will check how is the possibility to technically maybe get onto a nice lookout in the evening. Right. I'm quite curious how we're gonna do it. It is a nice street, but it doesn't have as much amenities on it. I mean, like, it still has, but it's not as full here. And there is lots of cars, so I don't like it that I, basically don't see anything, just cars on the street, right? So we're gonna lurk about in this area. This is quite busy. So why not? Yeah, we've been that way on the last stream, and this way it leads. This is like sort of pedestrian zone towards the new town, and it's quite nice. The growly bear count is gonna go up. This is the same street. Waka nice to see you. Modernist, so many buses. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that it's only buses here and that they don't route the trams through the old town as well. It goes only like underneath it and around. Speaking of the growly bears, I think we can bump up the count. Plus this huge one. Guys, if I missed you or something, you have to scream at me, right? I cannot really see all the chat messages. Not all the messages are shown in my chat app for some reason. I have noticed sometimes the chat just stops, and even the redeems I couldn't see. Alligator string to a horse and your tooth feisty shrimp in your country. In your country, it's a little bit different. You use a horse for it. Hammers and scissors, like some they say build pyramids with. Yeah, I think that would easily finish my pain. Right. But the other teeth would get obliterated or something. There is a nice sort of like courtyard here. Should I lurk in? So they are actually pedestrianizing this part of the town, which is technically new town. Or let's say it's still old town, but it's not as old. Yeah, I'm gonna just enjoy the vibe, try not to speak that much. And I can genuinely feel my legs and everything. That's so strange. I'm telling you, what if it's not gonna be only, what if it's not only gonna be a tooth pain or something, it's gonna be like even more with it. Yeah, you can see how much it's swollen now, guys. Let me check on the stream how much my face is already swollen. I think it's quite a lot. It's way more than it was. I can feel it, I can feel it. Let me check. I wanna see the preview. Okay, I don't really see it. You can see that this is like way bigger, right? Let me change like the angle. You can see that this is like way bigger, right? We can see it a bit. Yeah, I can definitely feel it, that it's stiffer, and I cannot see that much to the ground. Good. So it's definitely here. This part is swollen, guys.
Oh my God, this is huge! It's so huge. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful.
It's huge. It is. It is huge. I'm gonna have a sip of water. We're gonna continue towards the new town. I do wanna explore there a little bit. We omitted it at the beginning of the first stream here in Poland. You cannot make that up. The place here that where they're selling the used books to people, they are selling books per kilogram, like per weight, and what is quite funny, but of course from all the sums that they could have picked, it's 69 zloty. Pardon, zloty, 69 zloty per kilogram, right? Don't tell me that was not intentional whatsoever. Like, don't you even try to tell me somebody said this is not intentional, this is just a